Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. So, were you a fan of the update? Today we're going to talk about the update overall, the reception around the update, and then Clash Royale in terms of the overall state of the game. Will it be around in 5 years? Will it be around in 10 years? We're going to look at the data, the downloads, the revenue, and everything like that. We're also going to hear from you guys and read your opinions based on my last community tab poll. And last but certainly not least, I will give my opinion on the update and the overall trajectory of Clash Royale moving into the future. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's get into the numbers. So first off, guys, you can see this is Clash Royale on iTunes. All the links that I use will be in the show notes below, by the way, in this video. This is Sensor Tower, the most reliable kind of data in terms of app downloads revenue out there on the internet. So Clash Royale, we have iTunes. Look at this big green spike right now. And if we scroll over a little bit here, you guys can see 1 million downloads in February. This is worldwide data, even though it says region US. 1 million downloads and 8 million in revenue in February. So Clash Royale doing okay. But again, look at this huge candle here, this green candle, in terms of a big spike coming with the update. So monetarily, it certainly seems like the update was a success. Now let's go ahead and switch over to Google Play. Google Play had an additional 2 million downloads with 4 million revenue. Again, that is 3 and 12 altogether. So we're looking at 3 million new players in just February, plus a very healthy revenue from this game. And again, look at that spike, guys. Wow! This is the entire year here, this chart, in terms of the revenue breakdown in Clash Royale. And oh my God, I have never seen a spike that big. Maybe when Royale Pass was first introduced to the game, but overall, that is really incredible in terms of just the sheer downloads and spending correlated with this new magic items update. Now let's take a quick look at Google Trends. So this is Clash Royale and Google Trends, meaning how many people are just web searching Clash Royale worldwide over the last 12 months. If we look over the last 5 years, you guys will see, well, you'll see the glory days, the golden days, if you will. A lot of people don't recognize too, in the very beginning, August and the early days of Clash Royale, there was not a ton of hype. I mean, more than there is right now, but it was really in 2017 here, the second year that the game was out, that we saw these big spikes in interest and popularity in terms of web searches. And then really, I don't know, and around the end of 2018, maybe the very beginning of 2019, we saw this range, and boy, has it been a long 2 or so years. So far, 2018, the interest kind of just continued to wane out until we get all the way until we are right now. So if we zoom in here, let's just look the last 30 days, right? And it will show a little bit of a different picture going up to March 29th. Again, we're really just seeing kind of a stagnant rate in terms of web searches. We are seeing a little increase here. If we go to the last, I don't know, what, 7 days? We should see a big spike here in the last 7 days on March 30th. Again, that was corresponding with the update. We'll see where this kind of trends from there. It's really tough to take any huge takeaways just from the web search, but it is worth looking at on Google Trends. So guys, if you check out my community tab poll here on YouTube, I often post either kind of news updates or items, funny memes, or the occasional poll, which I love doing. Do you like the update? Please thumbs up, comments you agree with, as I'll reference this post heavily in my next video. Well, here we are. It's my next video. You can see 70% of you guys really liked this update, or liked this update. So the first comment is Lex Brawl Stars, who's actually an OG Clash Royale YouTuber. A lot of people don't recognize that. Now a big, obviously, Brawl Stars content creator. I feel like it gives players options, which is never a bad thing, and makes progression faster. However, for long-term players, there's almost nothing here. I feel like I still like it, and I think it's good for the game overall, but next up has to be something big for long-term players, or heck, for all players, but I like the direction. Ethan Bourne says, I think what it will come down to is how many magic items are available. If they're extremely rare for free-to-play players, then it won't do much, but it could be a big improvement for non-max players. This doesn't fix a lot of the problems, but hopefully it will allow non-max players to be able to play ladder with more than one deck. Agnes, who's a Discord moderator of mine. What's up, Agnes? Thank you for your hard work. The update was solid progression-wise, but not solid content-wise. Harsh says, low expectations, high satisfaction. That's a good motto for life in general, right? B-Ball Best says, I'm just excited to finally have balance changes. This is what's fun about the game. The new decks. I totally agree, man. Jonah Miller says this update only helps if you are maxed, then it doesn't do anything negative. Excuse me. This update only helps. If you are maxed, then it doesn't do anything negative. If you aren't maxed, this is a great step towards forward into actual progression. You shouldn't have to be a mid-ladder just because of card levels, and this update allows for better players to progress and not worry about cards taking absurd amounts of time to upgrade. We have Chaparrito says this is definitely a step in the right direction. It's a stable base for future updates. Not enough magic coins, to be honest. I don't need cards, I need gold, says Shane Mayer. And then Justin says, I love they basically gave every player a free level 13 epic card. And I also love how wild cards can be pulled from chests, because at first I thought they would be obtained in a similar way as trade tokens. I agree with him there on Justin. Random Account says, good for free-to-play players, but I'm hoping they're accessible enough for everyone and not just a paywall. I'm going to try to read maybe one or two more comments here. I feel like there needs a third option for liking the changes they made, but not happy with the amount of changes made. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I tried to keep it nice and simple on the yes or no. Clash King. Magic items was something I wanted in CR for a good amount of time. This update, definitely more for non-max players, and it is unfortunate that max players didn't get much this update, but I do think that making free-to-play players able to get more cards will allow the team to introduce more things for higher level players without being as worried about leaving the free-to-play players behind. Look at it this way. At least it wasn't Clan Wars 3. Isn't that so true? A lot of step in the right direction comments. We have updating whenever you want with wild tokens are very good. Other stuff like books are helpful too. I think the update is a step in the right direction for a comeback. And again, here, the last one that we'll read, I have very high expectations in the update, mostly due to the waiting period, and I wasn't let down. I completely understand they're wanting to prolong the game's lifespan as a whole, and I do hope and believe that current players will appreciate the progression and new players might be more incentivized to play the game and progress. I'm personally excited for more endgame content as well, and based on Drew's Reddit posts, I believe them improving the core gameplay loop and wanting to add new features down the road is wonderful to hear. This progression update will allow more players to want to work towards that in-game content as well. All in all, a step in the right direction, and I'm saying this as a maxed player. So you might be wondering what Drew community tab post, or excuse me, Reddit post are you talking about? Let's take a look. Actually, before we watch that, look at this savage response by Clash Royale Twitter. Carlos says, bro, why can't this game just give me better cards? I have trash ones. Clash Royale official account says, a wise man once said, it's not the cards that are trash, bro. Another one here, me using a magic coin to upgrade my common card from level 1 to level 2. Stonks. All right, guys, so here's the post. It's a long one, but it's important to read because it's an unofficial response to the video that I made when I was kind of complaining about no endgame content for players who've been playing a long time. So Drew says, I can totally empathize with you in this update being for non-max players. It's super refreshing to hear that you know why we did the update, even though it's not what you wanted. Although there are a lot of reasons why this update is great for the health of Clash Royale overall, why should you care as a max player? Where's the max player content? I totally get that and understand. These kind of meta updates aren't really the most exciting or fun for a lot of reasons. They go into ensure that overwhelming majority of players are given a decent quality of life and progression upgrades. With magic items, we want to lay the groundwork for progression that extends a full life of Clash Royale considerably. We want the game to still be played in 10 years, and the previous grind, play one deck was only good for a few years, and we want the game to evolve to keep the game playable and competitive as long as possible. I i.e. roadmap, he says, I can't share an in-depth roadmap right now, but you can rest assured that our next objectives for 2021 updates will be to add more gameplay to make the core loop, the primary actions that you take as a player every day, better and more fun. Then we aim to tackle even more content for high-level and maxed players. Don't worry, still have a lot of passion for Clash Royale. I would have left the team and joined another Supercell game otherwise. I think 2021 is going to be miles better than 2020 for the players, and I'm excited to continue to work on Royale throughout the year. So there it is, guys. That's the official response from Drew. So to give my own opinion there, guys, and to respond a little bit to that post by Drew, I do believe that he brings up a good point, right? I mean, sure, I wish we had magic items a long time ago in this game and fixed this issue, the progression issue, a long time ago. We had plenty of ideas as a community that we were trying to give Supercell. But at the end of the day, listen, better late than never, right? They heard us, they made some changes, and hopefully this does fix progression in a big, big way. We already know there are millions of new players downloading this game every single day. Even if the player retention is only 10% of new players still play the game, that's still millions of players overall a year, which is a lot of people. So as long as people are still playing and downloading and are able to progress without being frustrated, and Supercell comes through on their promise to deliver more end game content and just more exciting gameplay content, to Drew's point, not a very exciting update, but a very important one, right? And kind of echoing all the feedback that you guys have as well. I am really, really happy. And to me, what made this update the most successful, the most exciting as a Max player is the balance changes. I would be so thrilled if we could go back to, if not every month, at least every other month balance changes. Doesn't it feel so refreshing, even though it's Ebarb's Rage everywhere and Elixir Golem and whatnot? Doesn't it feel so refreshing to just go against different decks again? I really, truly, and I'm not just complaining, I really miss monthly balance changes, guys. I really do. And again, I'm a little biased as a content creator because it gives me exciting stuff to talk about every month, but it just feels so much better, so much more exciting again. It makes the game feel fresher for me to try out new cards and new decks, and hopefully with progression fixes, we're actually able to do that. Listen, at the end of the day here, I'm also rooting for a better 2021 than 2020 for Clash Royale. It's not a huge high bar to surpass there. Anything but Clan Wars 3, right? At the end of the day, I'm excited for what's to come in 2021. I don't plan on covering another game necessarily here on the channel unless something comes about. You never know. But in the meantime, I'm enjoying Clash Royale. I hope you guys are too. I'm glad the majority of you guys, 7 out of 10 of you, really enjoyed the update. I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Let me know, again, do you have more thoughts? Did I not read your comment? You wanted to get something across? Go ahead and leave me your thoughts in the comments below, and I will go ahead and read through them and see what you guys think. So guys, thank you so much for watching. A big shout out to GFUEL, Stutts Royale, and to Bren Chong, my YouTube partners. You can check out all that information along with all the sources that we kind of aggregated in terms of the data, the downloads, the income for today's video, all in the show notes below. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.